Time for a look at your West Tennessee forecast with meteorologist Brian Davis.
And welcome in, everyone, on this Monday. I hope your work week has started off fabulous. I've had a little project I've had to do. You know, when you own a house, you own a house. When things break, you have to fix them. And so that's been my story today. But at least the weather's been pretty good to be out there fixing those lawn projects or whatever you may encounter. And I'm not alone. I know I've talked to some other people. It seems like a lot of their stuff has been breaking too here lately. All right. Well, hopefully we'll keep the weather good so that those of us that have to be out there will at least get to be out there in some decent weather. Let's go ahead and take a look at our watches and warnings just to get a little peek here. We're not anticipating anything and we're not seeing anything on the watches and warnings right now. We do have a few very, very isolated showers out there right now. You can see one of those, which is just to the north there in Savannah, little shower there, kind of off to the west-northwest, kind of looking off towards Adamsville there. A little small shower, probably about a mile wide. We can see some rain falling underneath that cloud, and there'll be a couple of these out there. You'll see them on radar in a moment, but most of us, again, dodging all the rain for today. Some of the rain will come back in tomorrow, but today is really nice. 88 right now in Parsons and Milledgeville. You can see that little cloud as well, one of those little showers that are developing in the distance, and we got Memphis coming in at 88, a lot of us coming in at 88 degrees. And let's see, looking at our temperatures across the board, ranging from 88 to about 90 degrees. Yeah, I would personally like it to be down about upper 70s, but we are kind of in the dog days of summer, so we'll take the upper 80s, I guess. It could be a lot worse. North winds, northeast winds, they're kind of breezy out there. As I've been out, I have felt those breezes, all of them, gusting up there to about 20 to 25 miles per hour. And radar is looking much less decorated than it has in several days. You can see some big showers and storms kind of rolling through Pulaski, Tennessee, there in Middle Tennessee. Those will fizzle out before they get here, but we do have a few of them right there in our eastern counties. So we'll go ahead and zoom in and take a closer look here. You can see a couple of little brief showers. These are like your 10-minute showers. You might get one or two rumbles of thunder at best, but, you know, far from anything severe. They're so small. They're pulse storms, so they will not last long. They're just enough to interrupt some of your lawn mowing, and then you have to stop, and then, you know, it doesn't rain enough to really saturate everything good. It just warms right back up afterwards and dries out. So that's kind of where we're at today. That would be about 5, maybe 10% of the entire viewing area. Most of us, as you can see, across all of West Tennessee, are not going to see any rain for today. So let's take a look at the surface mount. We've got that frontal boundary that moved through over the weekend, brought some severe storms. It has moved off to the south of us. And while we are getting just an isolated shower or storm here and there, we've just about gone more under the influence of high pressure and more stable weather here, and that'll last through today and tonight. But we are expecting a few more showers and storms. That low pressure area that's been nearby, it's going to kind of wobble back closer to us, and that's going to bring back in a few more showers and thunderstorms. The severe threat, though, you got to go all the way down to East Georgia and the dogleg of Florida to see anything like that. Notice we are quiet in the severe weather department, nothing in the immediate area. So that is much better than we've had in about 2 weeks. Seems like we've had a severe weather risk very close to us or over us every day at times. Well, you can see where the low is. It's not moved that far since yesterday, but it has moved further away from us. And it's going to tend to try to drift back a little bit to the west tomorrow. You know, this time of the year, we don't have very much in the steering winds. And, you know, these systems can kind of drift around out there sometimes and bring us kind of, you know, back and forth in kind of a stagnant weather pattern. For the rest of this evening, we'll say less than 20% odds, and we'll drop it down to about less than 10% once we get to about 8 o'clock. It's going to be a pretty nice night ahead. Temperatures in the mid 70s, dropping to the low 70s, and by morning we'll be about 70 degrees to start off the day, a mix of clouds and sunshine. A look at that latest 7-day forecast. So going to keep those 80s around a little bit longer. That's looking better for us. And, kind of getting that northerly flow of winds. You saw that on the wind map there. So that's going to keep us at least a little bit below average, and then we'll start to head back more towards average high temperatures towards the end of the week, and we're still looking mostly dry ahead into this next coming weekend. All right, that's your 5 o'clock weather update. Take care, be safe, and we'll see you back around 10. Take care.
We are West Tennessee Weather Channel.